Somos celeste, pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix of habits, take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm all.
What up, my peoples, man? Big up yourselves. You know me, man. I'm always here for you lot, man. We always get into it 3 times a day. We keep you lot intact with the Man United news. We don't take no days off. So yeah, man, this is the midday, you might as well call it, show, where it's like we're gonna get into it through the middle of the day. So let's see what's going on. Obviously, Ben Jacobs has come out and he just had a little word and spoke. He mostly spoke on Rashford, but I'm gonna play it for you lot and you can see what's going on with Ben Jacobs, and we're gonna get into it. There's a few things to talk about. Vlahovic, Rashford, of course, and Mbeumo, that's a big one. Could go left. So we'll see what happens. But cool, let's get into it. I'm going to play the video now and then you lot can just boom. Let's see, and then we'll talk after, don't worry.
We don't have an answer yet, but we have a clear preference. Marcus Rashford. We don't have an answer yet, but we have a clear preference. Marcus Rashford wants Barcelona. Barcelona are interested in Rashford. And now the Nico Williams situation has resulted in him staying at Athletic Bilbao. Barcelona still need to strengthen on that left-hand side. I think evidence of how badly Rashford wants Barca is when Williams was still live for Barcelona, Rashford started saying, I'll play through the centre. But now he could go down the left or through the centre because Barca don't have their new left attacker because Nico Williams signed a new 8-year deal at Athletic Bilbao, keeping him at the club actually for 10 years because he had 2 years left on his old deal. So the challenge here is Barca would prefer a loan. Manchester United are sticking to their 40 million price tag. And the fact that Barcelona had said to Athletic Bilbao, our issue is registering, i.e. clearing up the wage space under the La Liga rules. But there was never a problem triggering and paying the 58 million euros release clause. Rashford's 40 million. That's less than 58 million euros. So if Barcelona make a formal approach to Manchester United, my understanding is Manchester United will say, you were ready to pay 58 million for Nico Williams. 40 million is less. It has to be 40 million and not a loan. And the only thing that could change is, of course, a loan with an obligation. But I think Manchester United, ideally, this early in the window, will stick to that £40 million and permanent exit for Marcus Rashford. The only upside for Barca, if they choose to proceed with Rashford, is he won't be like Nico Williams, from my understanding. He will wait, and he will not want the same formal, written, binding guarantees of registration that Nico Williams craved if he was to leave Athletic Bilbao. Rashford will be patient. If Barcelona have an offer accepted by Manchester United, he will wait if it requires waiting to be registered. And this is why Barcelona have some optimism that if Manchester United play ball, Rashford may be possible. And Rashford is hoping that move comes off. Bayern is a possibility as well. I don't think he's going to move within the Premier League simply because the preference of the player is to try something abroad now. And I don't think, from speaking to sources in the last few days, that PSG will return either. So Barca a possibility. Don't rule out Bayern. A move outside of the Premier League. That's where we're at the moment with the future of Marcus Rashford.
So you see that then? That's where we're at with Marcus Rashford. He is doing everything he can to go to Barcelona. He wants to stay there. He don't want to go nowhere else. He only wants Barca. And that is killing him because they're not even really interested in him like that. When you look at the other reports that's coming out, Barcelona are not interested in signing Marcus Rashford right now. The player would be an alternative deal if Luis Diaz falls through. They don't care about Marcus Rashford. Barca are currently not making any move for Marcus Rashford. The player wants to join and it might be a loan deal, but no moves have been made mandatory. They're even looking at Antonio Nusa now. They're having different guys that they want. They don't really want Rashford. And if they do come for Rashford, they're saying that it's going to be, they want a loan. They ain't got the money, they want a loan. And that's what Ben Jacobs just said. For those that ain't heard it, because I know a few other people just come in. Ben Jacobs just said, they can't come for a loan right now because you showed us your hand. You've got money. You went for Nico Williams. That's 58 million euros, which is 50 million pounds. You want to go for Luis Diaz. That's 75 million. But Liverpool are saying they're not selling. So you've showed us your hand. You have got money, mate. If you want Rashford, he's there, 40 million pounds, which is cheaper than Nico Williams and cheaper than Luis Diaz. Pay the money. So that's the situation with Rashford. Ben Jacobs has just said basically, listen, Rashford is going to wait all the way to the end. So that Rashford might not have a club at the end of September unless they pay the money. Obviously, when it comes to deadline, we'll probably let him go on a loan or whatnot because he went on an interview, like Ben Jacobs said, a Spanish podcaster, and he was saying, I can play through the 9, I can play through the centre. He's twerking. I want to play with Lamine Yamal. He's one of the best. He's twerking. He wants to go there so bad. But it doesn't seem like they want him. Fabrizio came out the other day and said this. Barcelona's plans have not changed. The intention is to try to make a new approach for Luis Diaz. They don't want Rashford. They want Luis Diaz. That's the situation we're in, guys. It's killing us. They don't even want him. So they want Luis Diaz, but Liverpool keep saying he's not for sale. So that's the only thing that's kind of saving us. The fact that they're saying he's not for sale. But, mate, every time they're talking about Rashford, they're saying loan with option to buy. They're not even saying obligation. It's like they don't even trust him. It's like they're saying, you know what, if anything, we'll get him for a year, loan him, and then we'll get our right player next year. We don't really want him like that. We don't trust him like that. So that's the situation with Rashford. We don't know what's going to happen. Ben Jacobs just come out and just said, listen, they're asking for a loan. And we're not trying to take the loan right now. We're not going to get bullied into this. You lot have got the money. You showed your hand by letting everyone know you wanted Nico Williams. So stop playing all these games. So we'll see what happens with Rashford. This is what he's on. He only wants Barcelona. This is what I'm saying to you about the freedom fighters. What's killing them? You got Rashi saying I only want Barcelona. Garnacho saying I only want to stay in the Premier League. Sancho didn't want to take a wage cut. Only took a wage cut recently. Who else is there? Malacia, no one even knows he plays for the club anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Anthony only wants Real Betis. And they ain't got the money for him, apparently. So all these players are stuck. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a lot of players that are stuck. And they've got egos as well, where it's like, I only want to go there. I'm only going to the Prem. Come on, man. He only wants to go Barcelona. Bayern Munich have made an inquiry, but Bayern Munich really want to... It came out that, look, they even agreed personal terms with Bayern Munich, but I don't think that's true, Luis Diaz. Because they approached Liverpool, and Liverpool said that they're not for sale. Bayern Munich approached Liverpool and Barcelona. Liverpool said to both of them, he's not for sale, close the door in their face. But they still woke up and said, we still want Luis Diaz. So I don't know what they're doing, mate. They've already been rejected, and they're still sitting there and saying that they want him. So I don't know what's going on. So that's what Ben Jacobs just said. For those that just come in, I'll play the video in a minute as well so you can see it. But for now, let's move on. We got Mbeumo. This is not looking good right now. This is not good news for us because, you know, this deal has been dragging on for so long. It's been about 60 days apparently or something like that. 60 days? 30-something days, sorry. It's been a whole month since we first made contact. But now it's coming out. I'll read it out. I reported earlier this summer that Brentford would listen to offers for Wissa and Mbeumo, but difficult for them to sell both this window. So any deal for Wissa would make Mbeumo's proposed move to Man United increasingly difficult. So he's saying, listen, it's going to be Pete. And then Ben Jacobs, who's been very reliable this whole little window, he's been reliable. He's the one that broke the bid when we made the bid for Mbeumo. And he's come out and said, Spurs are weighing up a move for Brentford forward Yohan Wissa. Move driven by Thomas Frank. Wissa is keen on the move, but Brentford don't want to lose Wissa and Bryan Mbeumo in the same window. So what's going to happen then, bro? Because if they go for Wissa, who is going to be about 30 million, and they get him over the line, that might just collapse our whole deal. So we really, really, really need to hurry up. This is what's happening with Mbeumo right now. It's not looking good, mate. That's come out at 2:39. Look at the time at the bottom and the date. This is today's stuff. So we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, I think if they had to pick Brentford, they'll pick us because it's more money. Let's sell Mbeumo. He wants to go United. It's going to be 60 million, whatever. But mate, what is going on, mate? This is crazy. Obviously, Sky Sports come out on their own back today and just said Man United hopeful and Mbeumo will be on their pre-season tour. That's just guesswork. We can all say that. Who couldn't have woke up and said that? I could have said that. Man United are hoping they'll get him on the pre. Like, that's easy. but they just said there's optimism at United that a deal can be struck as discussions continue internally. So I don't know if this is like Brentford journalists trying to put something out there to make us feel a bit nervous. But mate, it's being reported by Ben Jacobs and Sky Sports Leo that Brentford would listen to offers for any of them, but they're not selling both of them. So it's Wissa or Mbeumo. And Mbeumo seems like we're taking so long to get this one over the line. So if they go and buy Wissa, who's only going to be about 30-something million or something, mate, we're in trouble, mate. And Mbeumo's done. So this is what's come out recently. This is what's going on. Let me get a few of these. Good afternoon, Metric community. Man United, big up yourself, man. Big up the whole Metric community, man. Afternoon, bro. Stefan, what up? Medical move to 15th of July. He's been told by Brentford to take another week off. Yeah. Hundo. Let me get into that. Stefan, big up yourself. You pay attention, though. This is what came out yesterday, for those that don't know. This is a Brentford journalist. He briefs for Brentford, sorry. So he came out yesterday and said it was for Mbeumo would report back this Monday as he wasn't on international duty. Everyone on international duty gets a week off. So you come back a week later. So everyone's come back on Monday, 2 days ago. And the club, however, told him he won't have to report to next Monday. Why? Why are they telling him, you know what, don't worry about coming back this Monday, just come back the next Monday? Obviously, we're in talks. They probably think it's close. There's no point you going to meet the new manager. And what is the point? Like, you're not going to be able to be in these plans anyway if you're going to leave. So they've told him he was expected to report to pre-season training at Brentford yesterday, which was obviously, this came out on the 8th, which is yesterday. So he's not going training. They're telling him don't come back to training for a week for no reason. So there's something going on with Mbeumo where we must be close. We must be super close, where it's like, there's no point in him coming back. Because why would you not tell your player to come back to training? We got Rashford that we've told him, don't come back to training, but he's training in Carrollton by himself. So he's still allowed in the complex. He's not even training in Carrollton. Sorry, not Carrollton. He's not even training in the Brentford, the G-Tech, whatever you want to call it. They're telling him, don't come back for a week. You're good. There's no point. So he was meant to go back to training on Monday, and he wasn't on international duty. And they just told him, you can have a week off. Don't worry, we'll shout you on Monday. So I don't know what's going on over there. It's a weird one. Maybe it's close. Maybe it's closer than we think. But obviously, like I just said to you, what's going on, Bobo? You good? Like I just said to you, this is what's just come out. Literally, you can see the time at the bottom, 2:39. So not even 2 hours ago, just about 2 hours ago. And it's saying, Tottenham want to bid for Wissa, but they're not going to lose Wissa and Mbeumo both in the same window. They can't replace them. They can replace one. They can't replace both. So we need to hurry up and wrap this deal up, or we're going to keep having reports. Tottenham's going to hijack it, 70 million bid, blah, blah. It's going on for too long. So this is what's come out today now. It's Tottenham maintain interest in Yohan Wissa, and now they're trying to bid. It looks like they're going to go and bid, and that might collapse our deal with Mbeumo because they don't want to lose both of them. They've lost a few players already. They've lost Norgard. They've lost Thomas Frank. Do you know what I'm saying? They're losing people. So they know they're going to lose Mbeumo or they're going to lose Wissa now. Come on, mate. They're going to end up getting relegated at this rate if it carries on. If they lose both of them as well. So they're trying to keep it a bit, So this is the situation. Ben Jacobs. If this Sky Sports Leo only said it, I might have been a bit skeptical. Like, I don't know. But Ben Jacobs is certified, and he's been certified this whole transfer window. So it's a bit of a weird one still. The medical was definitely booked for the 8th, but then all the nonsense that we're having now is delaying it. It's not for more money. It's more upfront and more. Yeah. Hundo, Stefan. Hundo. That's what I think it's for as well. They want more money up front. They want 60 million up front and maybe like a 5 million in add-ons or something like that. And we're offering them 55 million up front. So we're probably like 57 or something like. It's crazy. But mate, I just hope this gets wrapped up as soon as possible. And we just get Mbeumo through the line. Remember, guys, we go on pre-season on the 22nd. That's when we fly out. So we still got time. It's the 9th today. The 22nd of July is when we fly out to America. And then our first game's on the 27th. So they've still got time. We've still got like 11 days or whatever, 12 days for him to come, medical, everything, and then boom. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. It's interesting, isn't it? It's just a mad one. But it's been dragging on for way too long. So that's Mbeumo, man. That's Mbeumo more or less wrapped up. We'll see, obviously, if anything develops. But if Spurs go for Wissa and here we go for Wissa, we are in trouble. That's what we got to know. because they're not selling both of them at the same time. So they want Wissa Spurs because they couldn't get Mbeumo. They want Wissa now, but they're both not going in the same window. You're not going to hear Wissa's gone Spurs and Mbeumo's gone Man United. It's one goes, one doesn't. And if Spurs drive this interest up and Thomas Frank is the one pushing and he wanted Mbeumo, so now he wants Wissa. He's trying to get his players. You know what I'm saying? He's gone to that Tottenham and seen these players are shit. I need some of my players that work hard. He's tried to get Mbeumo on a thing. We're talking about a couple millions. The deal should be happening before the tour. That's what I'm saying. We've got about 12 days before they fly out. So hopefully it should go through. But that's the situation with Mbeumo. So I'll wrap that up. Vlahovic, we've been linked with him today. This geezer, Man United and Juventus have discussed the possibility of a swap deal involving Jadon Sancho and Vlahovic. Juventus are planning to terminate Vlahovic's contract. Vlahovic is desperate to test himself in the Premier League and remains hopeful Man United will pounce. I don't know if that Man United one, the last one, is true. And these are more of his stats. It comes out from Statman Dave. He's saying like all these players, Lewandowski, Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, Salah, Martinez, and Jonathan David are the only players across Europe's top 5 leagues to have scored more goals than Dusan Vlahovic since the start of 2020. I've looked at Juventus fans, and a lot of them are like split on him. Some of them like him. Some of them are saying his attitude's too crazy. He's missed so much chances, apparently. I don't know. His stats are there. He bagged, what did he bag last season? He bagged 17 goals and 5 assists, 10 in the Serie A, 4 in the Champions League. He's had a few okay seasons, like 18 the season before that, 14 before that, and then 9 and then 20 at Fiorentina. That's when they bought him because he went mad at Fiorentina and then he got to buy it. They bought him for 75 million, I think it was, euros. So would you take him on a free? 100%. Would you take him as a swap deal with Sancho? I don't know. Maybe we can get someone better. I don't know. But he's definitely better than what we got as a number 9 and what Ruben and I are looking for, the Delap, the Osimhens, the Gyökeres, the guy that's going to run the channel and be strong and head of the ball. He's got that in his game. So I can see it happening. But, mate, these sources are not solidified. You know me, I tell you the truth. If I tell you if someone reliable or not, I don't know these sources. I don't know how true they are. So let's just take it with a pinch of salt and then we move on type of thing. But that's his stats. We're linked with him. We'll see how it goes. It might not even be anything. But it's definitely they want him to go. Because like I showed you the other day, when we were linked with Osimhen, they tried to do a swap deal between Osimhen and Vlahovic. Juventus don't want Vlahovic and Napoli don't want Osimhen. So they tried to do a swap deal and Vlahovic said no. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He said he's going to leave for free and get a big deal when he leaves. And he's on 310k a week. So I don't know if we would even sign him on that wage. 310k is mad. I don't know no Premier League club that's going to sign him for that. He's going to probably end up getting Turkey or something. So we'll see what happens with Vlahovic. But this is who we're linked with now. Sancho, we're talking with Juventus, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. He needs some players he believes in, innit? He's gone there. Them youths, you don't believe in them. Reliable report saying it's only Luiz they want for Juve. I don't want Luiz. I've showed you that his injury record. His injury record is crazy. And you can't have an injury record like that in the Italian league, which is very slow, and then think you come to the Premier League, which is very physical and fast. Players are pressing you at 100 miles per hour, and you're not gonna get any injuries. It's gonna be mad. So yeah, that's the situation with that. With Vlahovic, I don't know. Would you not take him? I think he's not all that in it. That's what I would say. But it is what it is. He's only 25, as you can see. His age is there. He's not the worst person in the world, and he's definitely better than Højlund. I don't care what anybody says. He's way better than Højlund. I see a few of his comps, a few of his goals. Like he scores headers. He scores. To be honest with you, yeah, when I watched the comp, he reminded me of Gyökeres a little bit. He's got a bit of similarities with Gyökeres, but I'm not saying that he's better than Gyökeres or not. I'm just saying they got a bit of similarities. So I don't know, man. We could go for him, but you're saying reliable reports are saying it's only Luiz. Let me show you Luiz's injury record. Look at this. This is Douglas Luiz's injury record in the Italian league, which is the slowest league in Europe. One of them, anyway. One of the slowest leagues in Europe. They got 38-year-old defenders galore everywhere on that league. Look at his injury record there. He's missed 20 games, 100 games out on injury. And you think he can come to the Prem when Ruben's trying to implement his style this season, have us running up and down all game, intensity, the Prem's mad physical as well. Bruv, your legs are going to be crumbling, mate. his hamstring's going to turn into biscuits. If this is what is happening in the Italian league in one season, you know what's crazy though? Before this season, he wasn't even getting injured. He never got injured. So he's gone there and it's just gone mad now. He's just getting injured all the time. He's missed 20 games. And you got to remember something, like I tell you that all the time. Onana, Ahmad, hopefully Mbeumo and Mazarawi are going AFCON in December. We need all the players we can. We can't have Douglas Luiz, Mount, and Luke Shaw in a fucking hospital room while them lot have gone to AFCON. We can't have that going on. We need players that are reliable. So this guy's missed so much games. Juventus fans want him gone. They're literally saying he's had a shit season, and the injuries as well. Remember, injuries do affect you as well, innit? So it might be part of it. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. If you're new here, we do this every day, man. 3 times a day, morning, evening, and night. We hit you lot up with all the Man United news on the day. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. For those that just come in, I played the Ben Jacobs video. I'm going to play it again in a minute so you can see what's going on. I'm not in a clickbait thing. You'll see the video. Yeah. Fridays and Mbeumo Day. I hope so, Huss, man. I hope so. Look at it. That's what I said. Yeah. His Villa record, he was very reliable. But, bro, you've gone to the Italian league and I don't know what's happened. It's like you just crumbled me. So if that's happening to you in the Italian league, which is very slow, I am scared of what's going to happen to you when you come to the Prem. So I would take him before I saw this. If I never saw this, Luiz is a baller. All day come true. So this is who we're linked with now, Vlahovic, man. And we might do a little swap deal. I don't know. There was reports coming out saying that Sancho was done yesterday. Today there's reports saying that a swap deal. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. Yeah, Noni to Arsenal. I'm going to talk about it in a minute, why that helps us. I'm going to let you lot know why Noni to Arsenal helps us. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Don't worry. Big up yourself, though, Wiz. And then obviously, yeah, so Vlahovic, these are his stats, innit? It's up to you lot to think what you want to think. Juventus fans are angry with him. They're saying he's been shit. He's missed so much chances. They said if he never missed all the chances, they would have made it. I don't know. They're just saying they were just dissing him. I just have a look in it because I go on the Juventus page. I go on all the pages to get all the news. And they're really angry with him. They said his attitude stinks. He thinks he's better than he is, and he's missed a lot of chances. So I don't know. But for free, if he terminates his contract, I'll take him on a free. But it's just that 310K, he has to sort that out before he's coming anywhere near the Prem. Drop that to a 220 or something. But I'll take him for free. He's better than Højlund. And a swap deal all day because Sancho's not going to play anyway. So if you're going to get someone, at least get someone that will play. And I'd rather him than all Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson, and the other geezer. Who's the other geezer again? That we're linked to Vardy. Allow it, man. All day. Vlahovic is better than what we have, but boy, he's on 320. That's what I'm saying. He has to drop that. And his contract runs out next year. Hopefully he comes to terms with himself and says, I need to drop my wage about to 200 at least. But yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens with that. For those that just come in the chat, let me play the video, Ben Jacobs, what he just basically said on Givemesport, so you lot can see what's going on. And then I'll carry on with the rest of the news as well. So make sure you lot stick about.
We have a clear preference. Marcus Rashford wants Barcelona. Barcelona are interested in Rashford. And now the Nico Williams situation has resulted in him staying at Athletic Bilbao. Barcelona still need to strengthen on that left-hand side. I think evidence of how badly Rashford wants Barca is when Williams was still live for Barcelona, Rashford started saying, I'll play through the centre. But now he could go down the left or through the centre because Barca don't have their new left attacker because Nico Williams signed a new 8-year deal at Athletic Bilbao, keeping him at the club actually for 10 years because he had 2 years left on his old deal. So the challenge here is Barca would prefer a loan. Manchester United are sticking to their 40 million price tag. And the fact that Barcelona had said to Athletic Bilbao, our issue is registering, i.e. clearing up the wage space under the La Liga rules. But there was never a problem triggering and paying the 58 million euros release clause. Rashford's 40 million. That's less than 58 million euros. So if Barcelona make a formal approach to Manchester United, my understanding is Manchester United will say, you were ready to pay 58 million for Nico Williams. 40 million is less. It has to be 40 million and not a loan. And the only thing that could change is, of course, a loan with an obligation. But I think Manchester United, ideally, this early in the window, will stick to that 40 million pounds and permanent exit for Marcus Rashford. The only upside for Barca if they choose to proceed with Rashford is he won't be like Nico Williams, from my understanding. He will wait, and he will not want the same formal, written, binding guarantees of registration that Nico Williams craved if he was to leave Athletic Bilbao. Rashford will be patient. If Barcelona have an offer accepted by Manchester United, he will wait if it requires waiting to be registered. And this is why Barcelona have some optimism that if Manchester United play ball, Rashford may be possible. And Rashford is hoping that move comes off. Bayern is a possibility as well. I don't think he's going to move within the Premier League simply because the preference of the player is to try something abroad now. And I don't think, from speaking to sources in the last few days, that PSG will return either. So Barca a possibility. Don't rule out Bayern. A move outside of the Premier League. That's where we're at the moment with the future of Marcus Rashford.
So that's the situation with Rashford, man. And like I'm saying to you lot, I don't think it's going to be promising for Rashford with this Barcelona favourite move, because look, like Ben Jacobs just said, they are not prioritising him on a permanent deal. They keep saying we want a loan. They came to us and said we ain't got no money. But we're saying to them, you went for Nico Williams. He's £50 million. So you've got money. Rashford is 40. It's 10 million less. So really, if they wanted Rashford, they can go for him now. But they keep talking about Luis Diaz, as you can see. So on the 7th, the date's there. Barcelona are not interested in signing Marcus Rashford right now. The player would be an alternative deal. He's plan B. He's plan B to the plan B. So he's plan C. Because their plan A was Nico Williams. He signed a new contract. Plan B is Luis Diaz. And then now they've got Marcus Rashford as plan C. So this is what I'm saying. It's looking dark with all these players, man. Barcelona are currently not making any move for Marcus Rashford. The player wants to join, and United may accept a loan deal, but no moves have been made recently. We don't want a loan right now. It's too early in the window. You just heard Ben Jacobs say it. It's too early in the window for a loan. We want to sell him. You've got the money. Pay your money. And like you're seeing, that's Barcelona sources. These are Barcelona pages, their fan pages, telling us about their journalists. Then we got the big dog, Fabrizio Romano, that said the same thing. Barcelona plans have not changed. The intention is to try and make a new approach for Luis Diaz. They don't want Rashford. Ben Jacobs is saying it there. Bro, Rashford's going to wait all the way to the end. So he's just sitting there waiting. Like, please come for me. I can play as a number 9. I'll take a wage car. He's done everything he can. He went on a Spanish podcast and literally said, they said to him, what about Nico Williams? He said, I could play as number 9. I love the city. It's always hot. It's sunny. It's his dream move. But they don't want him. Luis Diaz is the main guy. As you can see, Luis Diaz's position remains clear. A dream to play for Barcelona. Diaz is keen on the move. He's the main target for Barca as winger, while Barca are aware of difficult negotiations ahead of club to club after 2 approaches already rejected. So they've gone to Liverpool, knocked on the door and said, is Luis Diaz there for sale? Liverpool have gone, he's not for sale, and closed the door twice. And they're still waking up and saying, we're still going to go for him. Are you not telling me that they don't want Rashford? Come on. And he's cheaper. Luis Diaz is going to be about 70, 75 million. Rashford is 40. They've already approached him twice. And Liverpool said, he's not for sale, bro. Stop coming to my house. He's not for sale. And they're still waking up and saying the plan has not changed. We're going to go there. And Fabrizio says it. Look, he's the main target for Barca's winger, while Barcelona are also aware of difficult negotiations ahead of club to club after 2 approaches already rejected. They've approached them twice to talk about signing him. They've said, no, he's not for sale. And they're still saying they want him as the number 1 winger. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's sad to see, man. But that's the situation with Rashford, man. They don't really want Rashford. Ben Jacobs come out and said they just want a loan and a buy option. Not even obligation, you know. Not even we trust you, Rashford. Come, we want you to stay. Just we'll have you for the year. And then at the end of the year, we'll evaluate if there's any better wingers out there. Maybe Luis Diaz is for sale then. Maybe we can get Luis Diaz. If we can't get Luis Diaz by then, all right, we might keep him, we might not. That's what they're doing. They're not even taking him serious. That's his dream move. He wants it to happen. They're even looking at other people now. Look, Antonio Nusa. Look at the geezer on the right. They're even looking at other geezers. Barcelona's options are Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford, but there may be other options. Antonio Nusa is one of those clubs scouted in the past. They're looking at new geezers now. They could just sign Rashford there. He's ready. Man United want him gone. He's ready to go. He's taking a pay cut. He's only 40 million. Everything's perfect. But you're saying, no, I'm going to go and knock on the door. The same geezer that's turfed us twice. He's going to cost 75 million, nearly double of what Rashford cost. And remember, rest in peace to Jota. You can't really go to Liverpool right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a grievement right now. So how long is this going to take for them to even go for Luis Diaz? They might end up going for Luis Diaz in about 3 weeks or something, after everything's calmed down with Liverpool. Come on, man. This is madness, man. This is madness. This is madness. So we'll see what happens. But that's what Ben Jacobs basically said. Barcelona's trying to basically get a loan out of us for Rashford. But we're saying to them, yo, how can we give you a loan when you've got the money? You just went to buy Nico Williams. He cost £50 million. We're saying we want 40 million for Rashford. Where's the money? And they're saying, we'll shout you back when we're ready. We want a loan. They want a loan with a buy option. Not even a loan with obligation. Loan with a buy option. That's crazy, bro. They're not even taking him serious. So that's the situation with Rashford. That's what Ben Jacobs is saying. Let me take a few of these messages. I'm not worried or surprised with this window. We start with who we are, but next year's window will be some big. But yeah. But it's about, no one wants to think about the future, innit? We want it to be this year, innit? But I know what you're saying. By next year, we've got rid of all the big earners. Rashford goes this year. Sancho goes. That's like, what's that? 325k for Rashi. Sancho's on 275 or 300, whatever. Next year, Casemiro goes for free. He's on 350. We've got no one next to 300 no more next season. So anyone we want to sell is reliable. Cunha's coming in on 150. And Mbeumo's looking at 150. So anybody that comes in, you can turn around and go, nah, you're shit. And anyone can afford you in the Prem. Anyone can afford you anywhere. 150, that's nothing. Anyone can afford you. But when you're on 300 and you've got demands where you're like Rashford, I only want to go to Barca, not that much teams can pay for that. Maybe Bayern Munich, maybe Rashford, sorry, maybe Barca, that's about it. So, yeah, man, it's a long game, innit? Heavens is back from injury. That is going to be great. Yeah, he's back still. I think De Ligt's back as well, innit? Was De Ligt injured? Was De Ligt injured for the final? I swear he was injured them times, innit, De Ligt? Yeah, he's back as well. Personally, Rashford will go where, unfortunately, Barca will push for Diaz. They're pushing for Diaz, but they've been told on a few occasions he's not for sale. 2 times they've been told he's not for sale. So it just looks like, it's like they look like madmen. When you look at Barcelona's negotiation team, they look crazy. Like, you're going for a guy you've already gone for 2 times. They've told you he's not for sale. We've gone for Gyökeres. He's told us he wants Arsenal. We've left it alone. We've said, all right, we'll see. If they don't come for you, shout us. Imagine if we kept going to Sporting. We want Gyökeres. Boom, 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 boom. We want Gyökeres. They'll think these guys are mad. It's crazy, isn't it? Shut the door, the next day, knock, knock. It's mad. That's what's going on with Rashford, Stefan. That's exactly what's going on, bro. They've literally closed the door on him and they've come back the next day and said, nah, you want him. Yeah. It's crazy. Barca should come get Rashford. They don't want him, Wiz. They don't want him, bro. They don't want him. No one wants Rashford. His attitude is downfall. I don't even think it's his attitude, you know. I just don't think they rate him like that. They wanted Nico Williams. He's a bit of a proper winger. And now they want Diaz. So that's the situation with Rashi. How are you, mate? What's going on, Sudashan? Big up yourself, man. This brand has reached 1 month anniversary. Arsenal fools and others are signing, doing business. United board are simply crap. It's crazy, innit? I don't know what's going on. No one knows what they're talking about. The weather, they're talking about pizza, who knows, bruv. But I've got something about Mbeumo anyway. You just came in, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to spin back round, don't worry. I like Rashford. I don't mind if he goes Chelsea. Go for him. Yeah, you're a Chelsea fan, innit, Wiz? Yeah, bro. I don't think you lot are in for Rashford, though. You lot ain't like been linked with him once, but I'm going to show you who you lot are in for soon, though. Don't worry. Definition of mad is doing the same thing over and over again. Bro, I don't know what they're doing, bro. They don't want him and they want Luis Diaz, but Luis Diaz is not for sale. It's crazy. And it's so crazy that now they're getting linked to Nusa and he plays for Leipzig. So they're getting linked with every single person in the world before they take Rashford. Maguire's gone next season as well. Yeah, you're right. Fair play to Williams. Good loyalty there, exactly. He just stood his ground and said, fuck it. The Ligt's back. And Mbeumo definitely coming Manchester United, bro. I don't know, Kevin, but let me show you what's going on. It's looking a bit scary today. I'm going to show you next. Don't worry. It's very frustrating to see United stoop at this level. Others are doing damn good business. Sad to see Chelsea are doing better now. It's mad, man. It's crazy, man. Chelsea just made back their money. They made back 80 million. Just going to the final of that tournament. They made 80 million, So that's one of them signings there. That's Gittins or João Pedro already paid for, just for being in that tournament. Rashford deserves a chance at a real top club. Yeah, but they don't want him. That's the problem. This is what I'm saying. Bayern Munich want him. Go there. Like, there's teams that want you, but he's just saying, I'm only waiting for Barca, but they don't want him. Their top choice has not changed. Their intention is to try and make a new approach for Luis Diaz. He's the main target for Barca as a winger, but Barcelona are aware of difficult negotiations ahead of club to club after 2 approaches already rejected. All you got to read on this screen is Fabrizio's post, the first post, and that shows you they don't want Rashford. He never said anything about Rashford. He just said they want Luis Diaz. Even though they've been rejected twice, they still are going in there. This is stalking. This is crazy. Imagine a girl who comes to your house. You tell her, leave the house. She leaves the house. She knocks again the next day. You say, bro, can you stop bothering me? She comes again the next day and knocks again. And then 3 weeks goes past. She comes again. This is mad. It's crazy, man. That's what's going on. 2 approaches already rejected. Yo, stop coming here. And you got to remember as well for Liverpool, rest in peace, Jota. Jota just happened. So you can't be going there. You're an unwanted face right now, Barcelona. You've already come. We've told you no twice. We're grieving Jota right now. And then, do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it doesn't really make sense. So that's the situation with Rashford, man. Ben Jacob just spoke about it. He said, we're not doing a loan. They want a loan for Rashford. We're not doing a loan. You've put in money for Nico Williams. You got 50 million there. But you tried to pay for Nico Williams. So we're not giving you no loan. Rise your money up. Rashford is 10 million less. Pay your money. That's what we're saying to them. But Rashford is sitting there and going, blood, I only want to wait for them. It's sunny. I want to play with Lamine Yamal. He's one of the best. Blah, blah, blah. Make a wish. Rashford and Sancho need playing time, and it's best for them to sacrifice their wages, etc., and get professional playing time, even if it's small or big elsewhere. Yeah, 100%, man. They will get it, though. I think they will all go. I think all the freedom fighters will go, but some of them will go in August after we've played about 3 games. We've played Arsenal by then. We've played Fulham. We've played a few games, and then they're gonna go like the last deadline days and that. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think they're all gonna go, but it's just about when they go. We won't be able to replace them then. 116 watching. Hit the like and subscribe. You're here watching. Let's show some support, guys. Come on, my brothers, man. We do this every day, man. Every day for you. We give you all the news, all the Man United news. So make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe, man. It's not hard. It's just a button, man. You know what I mean? And like I keep telling you, this is only the beginning. We're gonna begin hard. The match previews, the match reviews, Matchday Vlogs, everything. It's all there. I've got it already. Like, when you go and look at my videos, I was already doing the Matchday Vlogs. Obviously, now there's no games, so you won't see it. So make sure you subscribe and you stick about. You're going to see loads. This is nothing. This is only the beginning. But they're too greedy to drop their wage demands, buying over. That's what happened with Osimhen, innit? That's what happened with Osimhen. Osimhen said, I'm not dropping my wage, and he went to Galatasaray. Same thing. This is what's going on. Let me get into the next one. Someone asked about Mbeumo. Was it you, Sean? Yeah, let me get into it. Boom. Let me show you what's going on with Mbeumo now. This is what's come out about Mbeumo in the last 2 hours or so. It's basically been said, Tottenham want Wissa. Tottenham have got an interest in Wissa, and they're weighing up a bid to sign Johan Wissa from Brentford. Thomas Frank wants them. Thomas Frank wanted Mbeumo. They said no. Sorry, Thomas Frank wanted Mbeumo. He said no. And then now they want Wissa. Brentford do not want to lose Wissa and Mbeumo in the same window. So are you not seeing how mad this is now? You're not understanding what is going on here. If they sell Wissa to Tottenham, who is only going to be like 30 million or something, that could be an easy deal. And Mbeumo is not for sale no more because they both can't go in the same season. It's too disruptive for them. They can't replace both of them. So Sky Sports Lille has said this. I reported earlier that this summer that Brentford would listen to offers for Wissa and Mbeumo, but difficult for them both to sell both this window. So any deal for Wissa would make Mbeumo's proposed move to Man United increasingly difficult. And then Ben Jacobs, which is very reliable, especially this little transfer window he has, He's the one that told us about the whole Mbeumo deal in the first place, the bid. He goes, Spurs are weighing up a move for Brentford forward Yohan Wissa. Move driven by Thomas Frank. So obviously he's gone to Tottenham and said, these guys are shit. Solanke and I need some of my guys that I can believe in. So he says that, and then he goes, Brentford don't want to lose Wissa and Mbeumo in the same window. So what are you lot saying about this? You know what I mean? What are you lot saying about this, bro? This is what's going on here. So we need to hurry up because, mate, it's looking like if they get Wissa, Mbeumo's done. And yeah, we can sit down and say, all right, we'll come for him next season when he's got literally 1 year left on his contract. It'll be cheaper. Bro, we need him now, bruv. You understand? And you got Sky Sports that came out and said, Man United hopeful Mbeumo will be on their pre-season tour. There's optimism at United that a deal can be struck as discussions continue internally over the next steps. I don't know what we're talking about, mate. We've been talking for a whole month and nothing ain't happening. We say 1 month anniversary. 1 month anniversary of talking, mate. What are we talking about? Literally. We'll be having a conversation about in there because it's mad. So, yeah, that's the situation, mate. Wissa, that's today at 2:39. The date is there. So this is what's happening now, mate. So I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, yesterday, I showed you lot, whoever came to the show, whatnot. Oh, is it here? But yeah, there was talks about him not going to training and whatnot. So it's just all over the place with Mbeumo right now, man. We don't know what's really going to happen. Everyone just says, we're optimistic. It's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. We always hear the same stuff. But, mate, they're basically, I don't know if this is like them trying to put something out there so that we act fast or something. I don't know. But we need to hurry up, bruv. What are we waiting for anyway? Pre-season is soon. This came out yesterday. This is from Sam Taboo, who was a Brentford, Fulham, and Chelsea. What's his name? Fulham, Brentford, and Chelsea journalist. So he's a West London journalist, Sam Taboo. So he's very reliable for Brentford, Fulham, Chelsea, any club in West London. And he came out yesterday and said it was for Mbeumo would report back this Monday as he wasn't on international duty. So everyone on international duty came back this Monday, which is 2 days ago, right? The club, however, told him he won't have to report until next Monday. Why? Why are they telling him that? Why are they telling him not to report back till next Monday? If everyone's come back, why are they telling him not to report back to next Monday? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So Mbeumo was expected to report back for pre-season training at Brentford yesterday, but the club told him he won't have to report back until next Monday. So clearly, it must be super close that they're saying there's no point you coming back, Mbeumo. We've got a new manager. What is the point of you learning what he's got to do? And you're just gonna be the face of everything. Brentford, Mbeumo's come back to train. Like, just stay at home or do what you're doing. Don't come back for a week. So hopefully, it's only Wednesday today. Thursday's tomorrow. Friday, we hear something. It's done or something. And Mbeumo never goes back there. He comes to us. But you got to think about that and take it like, why would they say that though? You got to remember, Rashford has been exiled from Man United. We've told Rashford, don't like, basically, you're not wanted here. Go find a club, and you don't have to train, but you can still train if you want to train. Do you get it? And then obviously he's come back and he's training by himself. And Mbeumo can't even train by himself in their facilities. They're telling him, don't report back. This is what I'm saying. It's a bit of a weird one still. So who knows what's going on? Let me get a few of these. It's not FIFA Ultimate Team, mate. Yeah, trust me. It's mad. Money talks. Brentford been punching too long now. 100%. They want a few more millions, man. That's what the small clubs do. And you got to remember, this is what they're trying to change. This is why it might be taking long. But when you see Man United come, start rubbing your hands. Because what we used to do is just overspend. Look at Anthony, Højlund. They still use all these examples. They spent that much on Højlund and Anthony. They can pay the full money. That's what they say. It's crazy. Thank you for reviewing back the update, mate. Keep up the awesome work. Let's hope Man United do decent business before season starts. Yes, United to push up and we need to submit bids. Yeah, man, no problem, man, to the show, man. We're here. This is the Metric community, man. We reason together. Anything, we're coming back. Don't worry about it, bro. You understand? Anything you want to know that's happened today or whatnot, we're going back. Don't worry about that. Anytime, bro. And love for that, bro. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully they do some decent business, man. Because remember, we have to sell, innit? We're in this position because of the last regime. Just remember that. So once we start selling, we might start seeing some players coming from. We're like, rah, we're doing business now. But for now, it's a bit tough, man. Jim Carrey cable guy. Say. You're talking about Vlahovic. Man said Jim Carrey for Vlahovic. This geezer's... Man called him Jim Carrey. This guy's a joker. Martin, you're hilarious, bro. He does look like him a little bit, though. He definitely looks like him a little bit, especially the top one with Sancho. Look at the way his head's shaped. Definitely. Arsenal submitted their bid for Madueke. Yeah, let's get into that now. Let's get into that. Look. Boom. So obviously this has come out today about Victor Osimhen has rejected. Look, Fabrizio just loves Man United, you know. He loves our name because he knows how much traction he's going to get. Just like every other journalist anyway. You know, if you say Man United, it's going to go crazy. So anyway, it says Victor Osimhen has rejected the salary, blah, 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 to reduce his salary. He didn't want to proceed. He wants Galatasaray. So he's put that on his Facebook or whatnot. And yeah, people are laughing and rejected, whatever. Madueke, this has come out today about him. Arsenal have made contact with Chelsea over the move of Madueke. Manchester United, who this geezer that's just put Arsenal submitted their bid for Madueke. He's very reliable. He always puts in the little gems where it comes from. So what, they just made the bid now, yeah? Because it was said that they're going to make the bid today. So they've made the bid now. Do you know how much it was, Man United? And who actually said it? Was it Fabrizio? Was it David Ornstein? Let us know who said it as well. And yeah, crazy. But anyways, we have to sell to buy, lads. Calm down. We'll get the deals done. Big up United, lads. Yeah, come on. That's what I've been saying, man. We've got to sell to buy, so we've got to relax. Trust me. It's more he's refused to go back and they're just making excuses to save face. It makes no sense not going back training. This is what I said. This is what I said. This is for Mbeumo, for those that don't know. This is what he's talking about. Mbeumo was meant to go back yesterday, 2 days ago training, and then they've told him apparently you don't have to go back to next week Monday. Maybe he's not going back, and they don't want it to come out to the press that he's refused to come back. So who knows, man? All right, cool. Let's see this. What? Oh shit! Here we go. Fucking no, Kudus is gone. That helps us as well. Let me show you what's going on now. What's this? Now, that don't even help us, you know. It does, but it doesn't. Let me show you what's going on with the Kudus as well. Arsenal have submitted their initial bid for Noni Madueke 50 million package, including add-ons. Yeah, they're signing him. Chelsea already said they wanted him. 50 million for a backup. Remember, he's a backup to Saka. That is crazy. And Madueke is terrible. Did you see? I hope you lot saw today that Adingra has gone to Sunderland, by the way, for 20 million. Adingra. Why couldn't Arsenal go and get Adingra to be back up to Saka? You can play on the left and right for 20 million. You're 50 million for that's crazy. That's crazy. Bo Fabrizio. Oh, that's mad. That's mad. Arsenal fans are going crazy about this, by the way. If you don't follow the Arsenal content creators, I think all of them are dissing this. This is crazy. 50 million's mad. They're all dissing him. But let me get into it why Madueke helps us, yeah? And it looks like it's going to... Madueke and Kudus. What's this now? Garnacho. Look at this. London appeals to Garnacho and Chelsea remains interested. 70 million is what we're asking for, but the club has not insisted what we actually want for him. Garnacho massively favours a move to another Premier League club and Chelsea appeals the most. Chelsea are interested if they don't move for Kudus. So let me show you that something. They've just lost Madueke if he goes. So that's the winger position that they want. So Madueke's going to go to Arsenal, hopefully. It looks like it's going to happen. And if they don't go for Kudus, because that's who Chelsea were linked with, Kudus. So if they don't go for Kudus, which they looks like they're not going to go for him, if it's a here we go for Tottenham, then we should have Garnacho going to Chelsea. That might be the first sell that we do. I don't think it's going to be 70 million. I think it will be around 50 or something. If Kudus is going for 55, Madueke's going for 50, Garnacho probably go for around 50, 55. That's what I think they're going to do. Because Chelsea still want him. That's from Laurie Whitwell, who is very reliable for Man United News as well. So if Kudus has gone to Tottenham, because it says it, look, Chelsea are interested if they don't move for Kudus. This is Laurie Whitwell. So Chelsea wanted Kudus, and Chelsea are about to lose a winger, which is Madueke. So this is what's going on, mate. It's going to go off, man. It's going to go bananas. Yeah, so here we go. That's crazy, man. Here we go for Kudus, 55 million. He only wanted Tottenham. Mad. I've never heard a player in my whole life say he only wants Tottenham. But yeah, that's the situation with Garnacho. So it's looking promising now. Because Madueke's going, so they need a winger to back him up. So they're going to go for Garnacho, hopefully. Say hopefully, because we said this before, and then they ended up going for fucking Gittins. So hopefully they go for Garnacho, and Garnacho favours Chelsea. Chelsea won him, but that's if they don't move for Kudus. They can't move for Kudus because Kudus is a here we go. It's done. What's that? Athletic, safe. Athletic have said it's done, 6-year contract. So that's David Ornstein and that. And then you've got obviously Fabrizio that's come out and said the same thing. Here we go. So that's done. So Chelsea should be going in for Kudus. Chelsea should be going in for Garnacho. Sorry. So that's a move that looks like it could happen. But you never know with Chelsea. They're so weird. It might all be laid out like this for them. Madueke goes, Kudus is going to Tottenham, and then Chelsea just turn around and fucking go for someone else. Malik Fofana or something. So that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. This is what called business. Damn, Arsenal just ripping up the market. I don't rate Madueke though. I think he's tired. They can get way better for 50 million than Madueke, bro. 100%. They can get way better than him. But they won't win a trophy next season. I hope so. I hope it goes on and on and on and on. I hate Arsenal. I hate them the most, bro. Kudus is class, lads. Big up Tottenham. Chelsea, what to buy? Premier League, lads. If we sell, we can do the same deals, lads. What you think of Cunha B? Cunha's cold. Cunha's cold. But, bro, Tottenham are trying to build a little something up, man. But Cunha never done well last season. Remember that, you know. He never had a good season last season, but Cunha's a class player, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. We should be able to sell Cunha, Garnacho for about 55 million. It says 70 million here, but we're never going to get 70 million. Let's be serious. That's just what we're quoting out there. But hopefully they go back in talks and then he ends up going to Chelsea. You can go to Chelsea, Garnacho, mate. And see Garnacho, I could see him scoring against us and celebrating, you know. I swear to you. I don't know where it is. I can just see him do it. I can see it. Can you see it, James? I can see him scoring against us and celebrating. I don't think he loves us like that. But yeah, man, that's a situation with that anyway. So I think Madueke deal is a good deal because it starts this whole domino effect. Madueke goes to Arsenal. They need a winger. They go for Garnacho. See you later. We get the money for Garnacho. Pure profit. Let's say we get 50 million. For those that don't know, this is what can happen with an academy product. This is why a lot of people are selling academy players now. Chelsea want to sell Shalobah. They sold Gallagher. They sold Cole Palmer, Man City. Now they're selling, what's that other geezer called? McAtee. This is what happens. If we sell Garnacho for 50 million, we can spend up to 3 times that money. 3 times. So if we sell it for 50 million, because we can spend up to 150. And every deal is done in installments anyway. So this year could be like 20 million off that for this striker, 20. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is why it's so important for Rashford and Garnacho to go. Because the amount of money we can spend is 3 times the amount. If Rashford goes for 40 or 35, we can spend 3 times that amount. Do you understand? But we need like Sancho and that to go because of their wages. Sancho's wages. Anthony and Højlund don't really make a big difference to the books. They ain't got the biggest wages in the world and they're not going to go for mad prices. But Garnacho, he'll go for a good price because he's young and he's got potential and he's amortization is called. It's crazy because of the academy stuff. So this is why we need them to go. So that's all good news. Madueke, hopefully they accept it. If they're 50 million, if you do not accept a 50 million package for Madueke, I don't know who's more worse. Who's the more idiot? Arsenal forbidding 50 million or Chelsea not accepting it. If they don't accept it, they have to accept it. That is crazy. He's not worth that. There's no way. And I guarantee you, look now, when you look come off the stream, you go to Arsenal guys, even if you type it in Madueke, Arsenal content creators, they're all going crazy. Oh, 50 million, what the fuck are they doing there? It's going to go mad. Let me get into some more news and I'll spin back round. Don't worry. John Victor, we're linked with this keeper. Heavy now. I'm telling you, lot, something is brewing with the keepers. Bayern is going to go. One of these days or a week from now, Bayern is most likely to leave. And I'm telling you, something's going to happen because, mate, we're too linked with keepers. This geezer will linked with him. The Brazilian journalists were going mad. Like 6 of them kept reporting about it every minute. And then now it's hit the UK. Laurie Whitwell spoke about it yesterday. There remains a prospect of United signing a goalkeeper with John Victor, a list of potential targets. Then we had this today. Look, the dates at the bottom. John Victor is a household name yet. Isn't a household name yet. But after impressing at the Club World Cup, the Botafogo goalkeeper is drawing interest from Man United. That's the Athletic. The Athletic is very reliable. Who just put them in the chat? Man United. Athletic. That's David Ornstein and that. When they talk, you listen. They're on the same level as Fabrizio. So they're saying You can see it here in the middle article, the Athletic, that's who've done it anyway. So yeah, he may not grab headlines, but he's a smart bet as a high upside number 2. As Manchester United look to reinforce key positions, one name that has quietly emerged as a candidate to strengthen the goalkeeper group is John Victor of Botafogo. There's plenty to like in John's game. The range and the accuracy in distribution, the composure and aerial duels, and the strong underlying shot-stopping metrics. John may not generate headlines, but in a league where every squad role matters, he could be quietly become one of the more important signings of the summer. And this is what I'm saying to you there. Like I said, I've got an article that is full of journalists in Brazil linking us to him. So, and that's been going on for like a week and a half. Now he's finally hit the English media. This is the Athletic talking about it, so it's reliable. I think we'll go for him if Bayende goes. Bayende only cost us about 3-4 million. So we might sell him for the same price, 3-4 million. He's going to cost us 5.8 million or something like that. So what I think will happen is, hopefully anyway, we buy John Victor. He comes in as a backup. Bayende goes. Onana stays as number 1. Listen to me. Don't shoot me yet. Listen to me. Onana's going to stay as the number 1 for now. AFCON is in December. Season starts in August. AFCON starts in December. Soon as AFCON starts, it's for 1 month. He's going to play every single game now. That's our main keeper for a month. Onana's going to be gone. And I think we'll see the best of him there, where he'll just cause so much calmness that everyone will just say, yo, this is the guy. Like, Amarin, please do the right thing. I think that's what will happen. I think we're trying to get a number 2 because he's cheap and then take over from Onana, because we can't afford to replace Onana right now because nobody wants him. When nobody wants you, how can we replace you? And that's what I think the situation with Onana. So we're very linked to this keeper. I didn't watch him in the Club World Cup, but I've seen a few reports. People said that he was all right. He made a few saves, blah, 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 blah. I don't know him, but that's the situation with him. So I think he's going to be our next number 2, and he will slowly but surely take over Onana. And this is the Athletic saying it, so it has to be true. And then you got Onana. Onana's got a 30 million price tag on his head. Listen to this. It looks increasingly likely to stay at the club, though. Okay? And then the middle one, it says, Man United's goalkeeper coach, George Vital, and Ruben Amorim are said to be happy with Onana despite recent speculations. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to leave it there. There's no way we're happy with him, and we're putting a price tag on his head. Lenny Euro, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandes, who else do you want to say? Mason Mount, Delete. They've got no price tag. Why? Because they're not for sale. This is what I'm trying to say to you lot. So everyone will see that middle report and go, Amarin's happy with him. Amarin out. Sack Amarin. Da, da, da. Bro, stop taking this stuff literal. They're literally putting a price tag on his head so that the whole world can see, look, Man United are saying 30 million. So bring us to 22 million and we'll let him go. So whoever's interested in him, 22 million or something, we'll let you go. Because you're never going to get what you asked for. So we're saying we want 30 million for him. We're basically telling you, yo, bring us 22 million and we'll let him go. If we didn't want to sell Onana and we were happy with him, as it states in the middle, we wouldn't have a price tag on his head. What's Ahmad's price tag? I've never heard Ahmad be for sale. So that's what I'm trying to say. Don't take everything literal. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the situation with Onana. Monaco are still interested in Onana, but they're saying they're discouraged with the 30 million. Obviously, they haven't got the gist, or they haven't really negotiated with us, but we're never going to get 30 million for him. Let's be real. We'll probably get 20, 22, 23, 24 million max. And even that, we can replace him with a young, good keeper. So that's the situation with Onana. We want him to go, but no one wants him. And let me tell you something. See Onana, he's got main character syndrome. Just look at him in that picture. Just look at him. He's got main character syndrome, Onana. He runs from the goal line every time we score a goal. He's always everywhere. So you can't tell someone like that, we want you to leave, when you know no one even wants him. What's the point telling Onana you want him to leave? So he's just going to be in the dressing room all upset, angry, causing a division, and no one's even coming for him. You get what I'm trying to say to you? That's the situation with Onana. We want him gone, but no one's after him. If someone comes and gives 25 million to Man United, I guarantee you Onana goes. You'll never hear, oh, Man United have not accepted a 25 million bid for Onana. That would not happen. If a 25 million bid comes for Onana, he will go. All this, we're happy with him and stuff, that will go out the window. I'm telling you that that's free. So take this with a pinch of salt. Like I said, this is the new guy now. He's gonna be he's gonna slightly be the number one. He's 29. Victor. We have to end up with one Victor, innit? Victor Osimhen don't want us. Victor Gyökeres don't want us. John Victor, hopefully. We can't miss all 3 Victors. You understand? So that's the situation. Let me get a few of these and then I'll call back on the next thing. Shout out Dean, my bro. He loves United, bro. Anthony is still class, I think, bro. Who do you support, James? What do you mean he loves United? Who do you support? Bryan Mbeumo add-ons 10 million. He needs to be agreed in the next hour. Lucky's a madman. Lucky's tapped. John Victor is the best goalkeeper, so Man United must sign this guy. Do you know him, Brighton, yeah? I've never seen him. I watched the highlights of the game that they got kicked out of the Club World Cup to see if he had a stinker, and it wasn't his fault when the goal went in. He just took a deflection. So I've never seen nothing like him, but the athletic, like you can see from the middle when it says, he's got good accuracy and distribution. And he's good with aerial duels. And Nana doesn't come off his line for aerial duels. People are scoring corner kicks, Olympicos. So it looks like he's better than Nana already. But like I said, he will be an upside number 2. That's what they're trying to do. Because they know they can't sell Nana right now. No one wants him. It's like every single person watches Man United games. It's like everyone watches our game and says, Højlund, nope, I don't want him. Nana, no chance. Rashford, I just want a loan. Garnacho, nap. It's like everyone just watches our games. So they all know what we're on. It's crazy, bro. Otherwise, Brentford will ask for 72 million. What are these add-ons? Doesn't Mbeumo have to win 5 Ballon d'Ors? Maybe. Brian, maybe you're right. But mate, I don't know what's going on with the Mbeumo stuff. But like I said, the main thing about Mbeumo that came out yesterday was he's not coming to training. They've told him you've got a week off. There's no point. Don't come back to training. So I don't know, mate. You don't hit the likes up, man. Hit the likes. Subscribe if you're new here, man. We do this 3 times a day, man. This is every day we do this. All the Man United news, we give it to you. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe if you're new. This is nothing. This is what we do on the daily. Metric community. Big up, brother. Big up yourself, Harvey, man. Brother, sorry, couldn't catch the stream. Was at work at the Gala Stadium. Yeah, big up yourself, man. No problem, bro. No problem, my boy. Otherwise, Brentford will start doing... They're not going to ask for 72 million. I think 65 will do it, man. I think 65 will do it. Let's get Metch to 1K. Yeah, man. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, man. People are in here just chilling. Subscribe. We're doing this every day, bro. You're going to get this thing. But yeah, Harvey, don't worry, man. I got Ben Jacobs. He said a little things in the video. As I'm about to leave, I'll play the video again for those that missed it. You know I don't do clickbait. He really spoke about stuff. But yeah, more or less... It's been the Mbeumo news that's come out as well and said, yo, Wissa or Mbeumo, only one of them's going to leave. And obviously, Tottenham are looking at bidding for Wissa. They've just got Kudus. Kudus just got a here we go not too long ago. So now they might end up moving for Wissa. Who knows? If they move for Wissa, who's only going to be about 30, 40 million, Mbeumo deal's done because they're not selling both of them. So this is what came out about Mbeumo today. And it's basically trying to put a bit more pressure on us as well because, if we miss out on Mbeumo and we've been chatting to him for a whole month, that is embarrassing, mate. What are we doing? I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what Brentford is asking for, but it's looking scary right now. So that's the situation with Mbeumo. Like I said, he ain't been getting training. He was meant to go back on Monday. Now they've told him wait till next Monday. So let's see what happens, innit? Let's see what happens. I'm a big United fan just sitting here with me, bro. He was over in Old Trafford last season, B. We're going back over United. Want to start winning. Big up, my boy. You're a legend. Yeah. Okay, I thought you was bigging him up because you were saying he's an United fan. So I'm thinking, what team do you support? But no problem, bro. Come on. Big up yourself, James, man. Finish it off now. Yeah, we need to finish it off, man, that deal. I have a theory on this United are not concluding this deal because then they will have to go into other targets and I don't think they have the money. But they've made it evident that we ain't got money. We've had so much sources saying we have to sell. I don't think they care like that. So I think they actually think. You understand? I don't think they actually think. But I'll play you the video anyway. Those that missed it, there's a lot of people in the chat now. I'll play the video, what Ben Jacobs said, and then I'll just summarize everything that's come out, and then we'll wrap it up after that.
We have a clear preference. Marcus Rashford wants Barcelona. Barcelona are interested in Rashford. And now the Nico Williams situation has resulted in him staying at Athletic Bilbao. Barcelona still need to strengthen on that left-hand side. I think evidence of how badly Rashford wants Barca is when Williams was still live for Barcelona, Rashford started saying, I'll play through the centre. But now he could go down the left or through the centre because Barca don't have their new left attacker because Nico Williams signed a new 8-year deal at Athletic Bilbao, keeping him at the club actually for 10 years because he had 2 years left on his old deal. So the challenge here is Barca would prefer a loan. Manchester United are sticking to their 40 million price tag. And the fact that Barcelona had said to Athletic Bilbao, our issue is registering, i.e. clearing up the wage space under the La Liga rules. But there was never a problem triggering and paying the 58 million euros release clause. Rashford's 40 million. That's less than 58 million euros. So if Barcelona make a formal approach to Manchester United, my understanding is Manchester United will say, you were ready to pay 58 million for Nico Williams. 40 million is less. It has to be 40 million and not a loan. And the only thing that could change is, of course, a loan with an obligation. But I think Manchester United, ideally, this early in the window, will stick to that 40 million pounds and permanent exit for Marcus Rashford. The only upside for Barca, if they choose to proceed with Rashford, is he won't be like Nico Williams, from my understanding. He will wait, and he will not want the same formal, written, binding guarantees of registration that Nico Williams craved if he was to leave Athletic Bilbao. Rashford will be patient. If Barcelona have an offer accepted by Manchester United, he will wait if it requires waiting to be registered. And this is why Barcelona have some optimism that if Manchester United play ball, Rashford may be possible. And Rashford is hoping that move comes off. Bayern is a possibility as well. I don't think he's going to move within the Premier League simply because the preference of the player is to try something abroad now. And I don't think, from speaking to sources in the last few days, that PSG will return either. So Barca a possibility. Don't rule out Bayern. A move outside of the Premier League. That's where we're at the moment with the future of Marcus Rashford.
So that's where we're at with Rashford, man, more or less. You get it? He wants to go to Barcelona. That's his dream move. But Barcelona don't really want him. These are all Barcelona fan pages, and they're reliable journalists for them. And they're saying he's not a hot topic right now. They're not really rating him over there. So Barca don't really want Rashford, but he's willing to wait to the end of the window to go there. They're saying they want a loan for Rashford. Ben Jacob just said it. How can you come to us and talk about a loan when you went for Nico Williams, who's got a release clause for 50 million? So you've got the money to buy Rashford now, but they don't want to buy him now. That's the difference. So they're not really respecting him. Fabrizio came out the other day and said the same thing. Barcelona's plan has not changed. They want to approach Luis Diaz. That's all they want is Luis Diaz. He's the main target for Barca, even though it's going to be difficult because they've already had two approaches rejected. They've gone there twice. They've said he's not for sale. So they're still trying. How mad is that? You've gone to Liverpool twice. They've said this guy's not for sale 2 times, but they're still trying after being rejected. All you got to do is look at this first document of Fabrizio, and it just tells you that Barcelona do not rate Rashford. They just want Luis Diaz. That's it. So he's basically saying, you don't keep talking about Rashford. They come into Man United talking about Rashford, but all they're talking about is loans. All they want is loans. So that's the situation with Rashford. Vlahovic, we're linked with him now, talking about swap deals with Jadon Sancho. It's come out today as well that they might terminate his contract to Juventus, and he's desperate to get Man United. I don't know if that's true. None of these sources I can rely on, and it just shows his stats. He's the only players across Europe's top 5 leagues to have scored more goals than him are Lewandowski, Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, Salah, Martinez that plays for Inter, and Jonathan David. And it shows his stats at the end. He scored 17 goals last season. And yeah, he's been consistent for them a bit. That's an Italian league. But Juventus fans really don't like him. He's meant to have an ego. He's meant to have missed a lot of chances. I don't know how true it is, but he didn't have a good season last season. So we'll see what happens with that one, man. We'll see what happens. But there's obviously Sancho. It's looking positive. Every day agreement was meant to happen last night. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what develops in the day. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And then we got Fabrizio just twerking off our name as usual. He goes, Man United. Man United have been rejected by Osimhen, so we can get all these clout and everyone can laugh at us. You know, Fabrizio, he just loves the clout, innit? So this is what he's ended up doing on Facebook. He's basically chatting about us and talking about, osimhen, blah, blah, blah. So this is what he's on anyway. But Madueke, I think Madueke's deal kind of helps us, because if Madueke goes to Arsenal, obviously it's been said that I've seen it myself now, but Arsenal, I've made a bid now, and it's 50 million agree the whole thing, which is crazy for Madueke. But cool. If that happens anyway, they're going to end up they're going to need a winger. And that's what they've been saying. They're going to need a winger. They're still linked with Garnacho. So what's going to happen with that, basically? That's the next thing. So I think Madueke going to Arsenal actually helps us, because then it's going to need them to cover up. And they love, but you got to remember, Chelsea, they love, like, apart from Gittins, they love, like, staying in the Premier League. They're always shopping at Brighton. They're always shopping in the Prem. They don't really go out of the Prem a lot. And when they have gone out of the Prem, Havertz and Cuckoo, it's not really been the best for them. Do you know what I mean? They've shopped in the Premier League, João Pedro, and all the Brighton players they've bought, and they've kind of, like, been all right. They're still playing Sanchez, etc. So, yeah, that's a situation with Madueke. We're going to see what happens with that. Hopefully, that bid gets accepted, that crazy bid. I don't know how they bidded that, bruv. But hopefully that bid gets accepted. And if that gets accepted, because Kudus just got a here we go, this is what's going to happen next, is that Chelsea are going to probably go for Garnacho. And Laurie Whitwell said it, and he is very reliable. And he said, London appeals to Garnacho and Chelsea remains interested. Sources say 70 million is what United have asked for, but the club are insisting they haven't set a price. So they want you to come there and guess first. Garnacho massively favours a move to another Premier League club, and Chelsea appears the most. Chelsea are interested if they don't move for Kudus. Kudus just got a here we go to Tottenham. Kudus has gone Tottenham. So if Madueke goes to Arsenal, they need a winger. They wanted Kudus. He's gone to Tottenham. So if he's gone to Tottenham, they should go for Garnacho. But remember, guys, it's the 9th today. That was the 7th. Yeah, you can see the date at the bottom. Things change in football, so you never know. They might turn around and go for someone else. But they should go for Garnacho. They might take him off our hands. And if Kudus is going for 55 million, Madueke's going for 50 million, Garnacho can go for 50. Easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Easy. So that's the situation with Garnacho and Madueke. Let me go back on that same one that we saw the Madueke for. This one. And it shows basically Højlund. Some talks have come out about him from yesterday. That Roma interested in Højlund in the next couple of days. A loan will be needed. 45 million valuation is too high. But then we've seen that Evan Ferguson's linked with him as well. So if I'm Roma, I'm not picking Højlund over Evan Ferguson, but you just never know me. So they're both linked with him. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the bottom link, I think that's Fabrizio Romano. So that's going to be more reliable than DiMarzio. DiMarzio's been a bit hit and miss this season. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So that's just another link. Obviously, we got this, came out earlier. Was it yesterday? This is Alvaro Carreras Fernandez. We've got a sell-on clause. We've only made money this season on sell-on clauses. We sold Elanga. We got 8 million for that. Maxi Oyedele, he's meant to be going Lega Warsaw, whatever it's called. He's leaving there. That's 2 million. So that's 10 million from them two. And then this is very close to Alvaro Fernandez. He's going to Real Madrid, basically. It's very advanced. They're meant to be doing a swap deal, basically. The geezer in the red, he's already gone to Benfica. He's already got a here we go. So it's just Alvaro. As soon as he gets a here we go, we get extra 5 million, which it says here. 42 million move to Real Madrid happens. Man United will receive about 5 million due to their sell-on clause. So that's just some more money. We basically made 15 million in our sleep. That should be going towards Mbeumo. I don't know what they're still talking about. And speaking of the guy Mbeumo, let's get straight into him. This is what's come out about Mbeumo. That basically they're not going to sell both of the players. It's either going to be Wissa or Mbeumo. Only one of them is getting sold. There's no way they're both leaving. They've already lost Thomas Frank. They've lost Norgard. And they'll probably lose one of them. They're cool with that, but they don't want to lose both of them. So if Mbeumo goes, then Wissa's going to stay. If Wissa goes, and he's only 30 million, so Tottenham just got a here we go for Kudus. If they turn around and get Wissa now, we're finished, mate. We are finished. We've been sitting here talking for thing. And Mbeumo's right here, Suleiman, right here in front of you. Yeah, so this is what's come out about him. The most recent thing is this. This is today. The date's there. As you can see, the 2:39 today. Spurs are weighing up a move for Brentford forward Yohan Wissa Move driven by Thomas Frank. Wissa is keen on the move. Brentford don't want to lose Wissa and Mbeumo in the same window. Do you understand? And Sky Sports Lille said the same thing. Literally said the same thing. Brentford will listen to offers for Wissa and Mbeumo, but difficult for them to sell both this window. So any deal for Wissa would make Mbeumo's proposed move to Man United increasingly difficult. So if they come and they get Wissa, if we see Wissa, here we go, let's just all cry. We might as well just cry. It's long. It's not happening. And it's obviously saying, Sky Sports is saying, we're still optimistic. We're going to get it done. We want Mbeumo in for pre-season, etc. So let's get into pre-season now. This is the pre-season. This is the day that we're going. We're going Leeds on the 19th of July. Then we're going West Ham on the 27th of July. We're going Bournemouth on the 31st of July. Everton on 3rd of August. And then Fiorentina is going to be at Old Trafford. So Stockholm is a friendly in Stockholm. And then we got the other 3, that's in America. So we leave to go America on the 22nd of July. So Mbeumo has to be a Man United player by the 22nd of July. The training we're doing now, obviously it would help, but it doesn't really matter. The plane leaves on the 22nd of July to go to America. And then we got a game 5 days later with West Ham in New Jersey, Chicago, Bournemouth, Everton. That's the situation. So yeah, 22nd of July, we need to get Mbeumo here. And then we move on from that. And then we got John Victor. This is the guy we're mostly linked with now as a goalkeeper. If Bayern goes, I'm sure we're going to sign John Victor because we're so linked with him. The whole of Brazil has linked us to him. And now the Athletic's talking about him. Athletic is very reliable for Man United news. They're so reliable for us. So from time they're talking about it, it's got to be something in there. So if Bayern goes, hopefully he does, we're going straight in for Bayern and we're nice, literally. And I think, like I said to you, when AFCON happens in December, I think he's going to take over and be the new number 1. So that's what's going to happen. And then we got Onana. Obviously, Onana's got a 30 million price tag on his head. There's reports saying that we're happy with him, blah, blah, blah. But like I'm saying to you lot, he's got a 30 million price tag on his head because we think he's rubbish and we want to sell him. But no one's coming for him. That's what's going on. Like and subscribe, my people, man. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. We do this every day, man. This is nothing new. Hit the likes up and subscribe. Don't go anywhere. Trust me. But, yeah, Alvarez, we got Real Madrid, 100%. You don't trust Ben Jacobs. He's been reliable this season, man. He's been reliable, man. There's been one little thing about him, but he's been reliable mostly. Ineos are going to kill our will to live to this point. Just bring Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This is funny, man. Stephanie time, fully getting done. 10 million, 65. Safe. I want a dirty wicked with Marcus Rashford. You don't always get what you want. It's true. It's true. Kolo Muani is who that they're relying on now. They don't even want Vlahovic. They want Kolo Muani now. That's who they're relying on. He's banging in the goals for them. What about the Brentford player? I just showed him. Don't trust him. Blah, blah, blah. Mbeumo. I don't know what that means. I hope it's something nice. Don't get why Mbeumo deals take it so long. I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing. Just give them the 65 million and we're good. This came out yesterday. I told you. This came out yesterday that he didn't go back to training. He's meant to go training on Monday and he should have reported back because he wasn't on international duties. But somehow they've told him, just don't worry about it. Just come back next week. Why are they telling him next week? Is something going to happen this week we don't know about? So I don't know. So it's looking promising. But like I said, the only thing negative is just that it's just about this. If Tottenham go for Wissa now, because they've just wrapped up Kudus. Kudus is here we go. So if they go for him now, we are finished, mate. We are finished. So hopefully we can wrap this one up ASAP. Or they just look at it and go, wait, we're going to get 65 for Mbeumo. We're going to get 30 for Wissa. Let's sell Mbeumo instead and get more money. They only bought Mbeumo for 5 million, you know. And you got to remember as well, Mbeumo's got 1 year left on his contract with an option to extend for 1. So if Mbeumo don't go this season and he doesn't extend, next season he's going to have literally 1 year left. Literally. Where we'll probably pay like 40 million for him or something. So that's the situation with him. 20 million. Check AFC extra saying reps have returned. Yeah, I saw that. When I come on later, I'm going to do another show later. I got you lot. You know me. I'm here 3 times a day. I'll be back on later, maybe around 9 o'clock because the Real Madrid game's on. So maybe around half time, I'll come on and then I'll have all that news there about Gyökeres and the Arsenals and everyone else as well. Don't worry. If this goes on any longer, should Man United just give up on Bryan and look for someone else? Mate, I don't know what's... Obviously, we want him and they want it to happen. So it's just weird of what's holding it up. It's weird. Nobody knows, mate. I don't know what they're talking about. I wouldn't know who to go to, man. Tottenham not going to go for Wiz, I think. Trust. I hope so, Rasmus, man. Man's called Rasmus. I hope so, bro. I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope so, bro. I hope they don't go for him because this is just another hurdle now. Why do we need these hurdles? Just wrap the deal up. It's done. Why are we going through these hurdles? This should have been Tottenham going in for Wilson here. Nope, we're not going to sell Mbeumo because he's already gone to Man United. Why are we sitting there going through these hurdles now where it's like we have to wrap it up before they... It's silly, man. It's silly, bro. But no, 100%, man. I hope so, and Rasmus still. Harvey, we walk away now. We walk away now. It's another drama for weeks or someone else. It's true. If we walk away now, anyone we go to, they're going to say the same thing. Man United's here. Start rubbing their hands and just want the maximum amount of money out of us as well. It's never going to stop, man. Is Mbeumo in the building? Not in the building yet, man. This has come out today. This is about Mbeumo. Basically, Tottenham want Wissa. If they go for Wissa, then Mbeumo deals off. So it says here, we're still optimistic, though. We want him for pre-season. Pre-season, we get on the plane on the 22nd of July. So we'll see what happens. And this came out yesterday about him, and it basically said it was thought Mbeumo would report back this Monday as he wasn't on international duty. The club, however, have told him he won't have to report until next Monday. This is the main journalist for Brentford. If you want to get any Brentford news and you lot on Twitter, go to Sam Tabu and look at his tweets. He's a Brentford, West London journalist. Fulham, Brentford, Chelsea, he talks about all of them. So he was meant to go back. He was meant to go back on Monday, but he's been told, nah, don't worry about it. Just wait another week. So clearly something's going on. It might be close where we're going to agree a deal soon. So there's no point bringing him back. Who knows? But as you can see, Sam Tabu said that. And obviously it said that United are expected to have to go to 65 million to reach an agreement. And you got to remember, every day that new transfers are happening, it's just boosting them up. They keep using everyone as an excuse. So now they're going to say, Kudus went for 55 million. João Pedro went for 60. So he's got 20 goals. João Pedro's only got 5 from open play. That's what they're going to start doing. Using all the players. Vintage. Top 4 putting super squads together. Yeah, man. Tottenham should not go for Wissa. Boy, I wish Tottenham go for someone like Arks Ryan, someone. Bruv, I don't know what's going to happen with Tottenham, man. But they're in a good position where they've got a here we go now for Kudus. They're feeling themselves. They're building the squad for my man as well. They've got a new manager. So who knows what's going to happen? We're going to have to end up seeing it. But like I'm saying to you lot, we just need to wrap this one up and just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Wrap this one up ASAP and just, it's got nothing to do with us. We had this come out earlier as well. This is Anthony. Real Betis want to sign Anthony again. They want to re-sign him now. Hopefully they come true though, because all they've been coming to us about is loans. It's got this talk about Rashford. This is what I'm saying. Rashford came to Carrington even though he's not part of the plans. So we've not told him you can't come to Carrington. You can go and train, but you're going to train by yourself. And he still went to train. But you've got Mbeumo that's not even allowed to come to his training. They're saying, yo, don't even report till next Monday. That's madness, isn't it? How you got a man that you're happy with? You're telling him don't even come to next Monday. But we've got Rashford and he's not in our plans. But yeah, it's cool. That's mad. It doesn't make no sense. So yeah, that's the situation with Rashford. And then we're obviously still linked with Tyler Diblin. Pletty said that yesterday. There's a 55 to 65 million euros price tag on him. Man United, Tottenham, Forest, West Ham are keen on Diblin. If we got Diblin, I would want him to be a wing back. I wouldn't want him as a 10. I think a wing back, he'll be cold. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Diblin as a wing back still. But I don't think anyone, remember they was quoting him 100 million. So I think everyone just backed off after that because he was hot property. Everyone wanted him. Now it's like everyone's just calmed down, like forget about him. Someone like West Ham might end up going for him. Forest just lost Elanga, so they might go for him, but apparently they want Bakayoko from PSV. So we'll see. Her Real Betis fans were setting up a GoFundMe page. I believe that as well. I believe that they really want him. They really, really want him. Don't get Tyler Diblin, man. Man, he's good, but he's not what you need right now. I don't know, man. I'll take him as a right wing back. I wouldn't take him as thing though, as a 10. No way. Right wing back, you could take on players, etc. but not as a 10. United should just bid for Gyökeres, and what they might do, rejected by Gyökeres, but the club will accept it and stall him going to Arsenal even longer. That's true, innit? You're right with that one still. It's true. He'll probably be pissed off with us, though. He'll probably think we've got something to do with it. Is Malacia going Celtic 3 million? Is that just come out, yeah? Is there a link there? That's what I'm saying. On a later show, if I see all these links, don't worry. You know me. I'm going to bring everything here. You lot will see everything. So that's more or less it wrapped up. Obviously, we're going to get a little change from this. 15 million from him, Elanga, and the other geezer. Osimhen, Madueke, Højlund. It's more or less all wrapped up, man. So hopefully the Mbeumo deal anyway, like I'm saying to you lot, is calm and they don't go for Wissa, or they just tell them straight, we're not selling Wissa because Mbeumo is going to be, we got Mbeumo for 5 million and he's got 1 year left. So we need to get our money now for him. Hopefully they're thinking like that and not going to go sell Wissa and then Mbeumo stays for 1 year and then he's only got 1 year left on his contract. It's a bit silly from them still. So yeah, man, no problem, man. Love to everyone that's been in the chat. Appreciate all of you lot, man. The whole Metric community, man. You know we're here every day. If you're new here, you're welcome. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the like on your way out. Appreciate all of you lot. Make sure you're here later. I'll be on around 9 o'clock, half-time, Real Madrid game. I'll see you lot all in a bit, man. Have a great day.
Some celebs pull up loco. You know we are next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, I'm preserving beat, I'm more